Good evening my fellow captains, and welcome guys to an overview of the third day at the Farnborough Airshow. Now I particularly enjoyed this because we got a mix of orders, new airlines that I never heard about before, and also orders for a few less famous aircraft. And believe it or not, we got a new airline that will be starting soon, but we'll talk about that later on. So guys, as always, let's briefly go over all of the orders that were made today. So it all kicked off with Airbus for 6 A330neos from a private customer. Then Hokkaido Air System for 2 ATR 42-600s with an option for one more. Vietjet signs an MOU for 100 737 Maxes, 80 MAX 10s and 20 MAX 8s. Then 4 private customers ordered a total of 93 737 Maxes. Then Uganda Airlines buys 4 CRJ900s and an MOU for 2 A330-800neos. Then Viva Aerobus found an amendment for 25 A321neos and 16 up-conversions of the A320 to the A321neo. And finally, EasyFly ordered 3 ATR 72-600s and 2 ATR 42-600s. So the total numbers are as followed, including MOUs. Boeing received 193 orders, Airbus with 49, Embraer with 0, Bombardier with 4, and finally ATR with 7 aircraft. All in all, Boeing won the day, but in my eyes, I think the main winner today was ATR. I mean, I love seeing the underdog performing well. Now, it's been a very slow day today at Farnborough, and it was expected, given that $95 billion worth of orders were announced in the first 2 days. Now, we can probably expect the same for tomorrow, with the manufacturers tying up loose ends with airlines. The main highlight was from Boeing and Vietjet, which is a doubled up commitment to the MAX program. Now, we can only see what will happen tomorrow regarding orders. Also, what's very interesting is that Bombardier recorded an order today with Ugandan National Airlines for 4 CRJ900s, valued at $190 million. Now, the CRJ900s will have a dual-class configuration offering 76 seats, including 12 first-class seats. Currently, there are 21 operators who operate 58 of the CRJ series across Africa. And with this order, Bombardier has recorded around 1,957 firm orders for the regional jets. The airline has also ordered 2 A330-800neos. Now, can somebody please give Airbus a hooray, because that's their first order for the smaller variant since it was cancelled by Hawaiian Airlines. So that's amazing news for Airbus, and I know many Airbus fans will be rejoicing over this. Now, a new national carrier will also be launched in Nigeria by the end of the year, operating both domestic and international routes. Nigeria Air will begin operations in December 2018, and the planned launch comes 15 years after the long-standing flag carrier Nigeria Airways ceased operations almost 6 years back. Now, they haven't stated which type of planes they will be operating, but I'm thinking they might be using Boeing, because we know the presence that Boeing has within that region. So it's always good news to hear new airlines starting, and I wish them all of the success. So captains, let's talk about some news. Now, EasyJet received their first A321neo, which made its arrival earlier on today. So that's a great way to show off, isn't it? It's also the first A321neo ACF, or Airbus Cabin Flex, to be delivered. Now, this plane features a new cabin door arrangement with 6 main doors plus 4 overwing exits. Now, the airline is currently in the process of upgrading its fleet by getting bigger aircraft, as the A319s are slowly being replaced by the larger A320s featuring 186 seats. Now, regarding the A380, which I found very interesting, the Chief Commercial Officer at Airbus is very optimistic of gaining a handful of A380 orders this year. Now, how about that one, guys, when everyone thought the plane was dead? Now, he said that he's working very hard to secure sales, describing the A380 as the aircraft of reference for every saturated market. Now, from what he said, I'm assuming he's going to go into the Asian and Gulf market to get these orders. We know that the American market is not really interested in the plane, so if he can get around 10 more orders, then that would mean the production line stays open for a tiny bit longer. But I don't think any more orders will come from Emirates, except if Airbus make the A380neo, which we know they won't. Now captains, do you like supersonic planes, yeah? Because the company Boom is planning to fly their supersonic demonstrator by the end of 2019. Now, the XB-1 demonstrator was scheduled for its first flight in 2017, but the first flight was delayed a year ago to 2018. But believe it or not, the CEO confirmed today that the first flight will be delayed again to 2019. Now, the entry into service for the 55-seater plane remains set for 2025 despite the new delays. And they're actually quite behind in their development because they're taking a long time to fine-tune their aerodynamics and switching to different GE engines. Now the $200 million plane is designed to travel 2.6 times faster than any supersonic jet, but the plane has the same cost per mile as business class flights. So if you guys have any money to throw around, then this could be for you. So captains, that's all the main news that came out today. It wasn't as crazy as the first 2 days, but that's expected. And we'll probably see airlines finalizing the smaller details instead of big orders. But we shall wait and see what will happen for the final 2 days. As always, my fellow friends, share what you think regarding the orders and the news. Be sure to check out my live stream that I'll be doing this Saturday at 3 PM BST. Like and subscribe guys if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.